Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I just wanted to let you all know what it is that I use, that I just started to use to link my online or my crypto accounts, my crypto wallets, to be able to make online transactions without having to access the blockchain node. So this is called MetaMask. I recommend getting into this when you download and install everything. It's very, very easy. There's a nice little video that explains exactly what it is and how it works, which is just basically a way to expedite Ethereum transactions, and it's fantastic. I've got my jaxx and myetherwallet linked in here. So when you download all that stuff, it will ask for, you'll be able to add what you want in there and whatnot, and you can also add things as you go. So pretty much that's all I'm going to be using. So that's all I'm going to link. Definitely though, if you're into Veritaseum, you're going to want this because Reggie's just about to come out with some software that will allow you to utilize Veritaseum on all the different markets. It's going to access the capital markets. It's going to access the crypto markets. It's basically a smart investment platform. Platform that does its own math and calculations and to when to buy which types of assets, basically. So, and if you own Veritaseum, you're actually going to be able to rent your tokens out and collect rent on interest. So it's pretty cool. Sorry, rent on investment. So it's basically like residential return. You rent a piece of real estate or property, and that's kind of how it goes. So basically, yeah, you're going to be able to use this. So I can rent, I don't have very much Veritaseum, but I can put them all out there, all my coins, for a 30-day span for it to go be a part, and a part of the Veritaseum investment plan, or mind, brain, fund. And as its calculations go, it determines which. Right now, I think they're currently at six assets they're going to be having in there that it invests back and forth between, as far as just crypto assets. But then there's also different areas that are going to do real estate, like I said, and then capital markets. It's taking its own programming and analyzing all of the markets, everything, the geopolitical situations. I imagine it does everything. So I'm super excited because it allows someone like me who has no real major assets. I guess I have a house, but I don't want to leverage that stuff. So I'd rather use this to gain a little bit. So that's my plan. I'm not going to ever sell my Veritaseum unless it makes sense to, which, I can rent it out at. So if I put my 10 tokens out there at $4,000, I can rent that out for a month at 10%. And at the end of that month, I get my 10 tokens back and my 10% in whatever, whether it's in Veritaseum, whatever I choose. So it comes in Ethereum, in Ether, the fuel Ether. So that's what your payouts will come in, and it looks pretty sweet. I can't wait to get a hold of it and do a video for that one too, because it's going to be amazing. So anybody who remembers this stuff, Veritaseum, pardon me, really fired up right at the beginning because of the potential. As soon as it gets onto the Jamaican stock exchange, you watch, it's going to explode. Jamaican and German, I think, is coming up. So yeah, I bought it right away at the ICO. It came out pretty high, popped up at $40-some roughly. So in the ICO, we got it at $7 a piece. It was like 29 Veritaseum per ETH, and at the time, that was roughly the price, if I recall. I can't remember what Ethereum was at that time, but it wasn't a whole lot. It was down in the 150, something like that. Maybe not even that much, but somewhere in there. Wasn't a lot anyway. So, excuse me. If anybody wants to do that math real quick, I'm not doing it because I'm thinking about other stuff. Yeah, look at these big waves it experienced right away, and then nice steady draw off as the FUD came out, and people were like, "Oh, Reggie's never going to do this. He's never going to do that." Well, Reggie did it, and he's doing it. So, if you're interested in this type of stuff, I mean, I'm not really. I just am now because I happen to get into it as an investment because I don't put it into my pension at work. So I don't believe my pension will be there for me, so I don't trust in it at all. Anyway, and like I said, I paid $7 a piece for them, and they're now $394 each. So I'm doing okay. It's no risk as far as I'm concerned, especially once that stuff comes out, because yeah, it's going to be awesome. Renting out my tokens to a program that's going to invest it for me, just like your hedge fund manager. Only when I pull my ether out for profit, I don't pay 20% to my hedge fund. Well, a lot of them are that high. That's crazy. So this one is going to, because the Wall Street maniacs, this is what they've been waiting for that wheel of Wall Street to keep turning and accept cryptos. They're going to be like, oh, hey, wait a minute. What do you mean he does that? He does all that? Ooh. So, Veritaseum. It's going to be awesome. And even actually, you know what? If you're like, I need some Veritaseum to use in that platform, you can be the one who rents it. And then turn it around, you're going to pay 10% on it, but you're going to make, 50 to 100, who knows what. Look at some of them, right? Look at this. Year to date, like, it's crazy. From 44 officially on the exchange to a low of 3. Okay, so from 3 to roughly 4. It's been bouncing up, almost 5, right? The highest, but so it's been bouncing in around from 3 to 4 the last little while. So I guess, yeah, I had that little crash there when everything tanked hard. But all in all, look, like, since the legs in December, we're doing pretty good. And it's only going to keep going up. Like I said, once Wall Street hears about this nonsense that they aren't getting their hands on, they're going to be all over it. So that should fire it right through the roof. And then people like me can continue making some money and doing good things with that money instead of hoarding it all like these buggers do, the Wall Street people. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to stop in and have a watch. I really hope that you're being very safe if you have decided to look at cryptocurrencies. Again, the reason why I'm in them is because I believe in being prepared for all situations. If you're not prepared for all situations, then you're not ready. You're not going to be ready. There's a chance that gold and silver might not be money. There's a guaranteed chance that fiat money is going down the pipe real quick. So we know general consensus is that anybody who's actually taken any time to honestly look at the monetary system is well aware that it is crashing. It will be not, it has to change. So what's the change going to be? I don't know. I know one thing: for the last 300 years, the richest people on earth have coveted gold and silver. So they're going to be well prepared if that's the case. So the same evil people are going to be well prepared. We could keep doing the fiat government crap, which, if it was honest and open, I wouldn't care. But it's not. The government refuses to be transparent. They refuse to be honest. They refuse to be what they're supposed to be. So I don't think that's going to be a valuable option. And the newest option, other than going completely, back to straight up barter, would be some form of cryptocurrency. And I mean, I'm not, in this video, I'm not discussing which I think is going to come out better on top, what is the most honest, because I think once you actually look into these things honestly, you'll see it's clear. So, I mean, but either way, none of us are really in charge of it on our own. So we should be doing as many things as we can, just like why I have a bunch of water, emergency non-perishable food items, emergency power support sources, emergency heating sources, all kinds of stuff. I live in the northern part of North America, so I gotta be ready for power outages in the winter. I gotta be ready, if anything happens. If our crazy geopolitical system erupt into war or whatever, right? We gotta be ready. I can't afford to pay, more for gas and all that stuff. So as this hyperinflation starts to really kick off, who knows what's going to happen? None of us know. Most of us are honest about that. But to be, I will never close out a possible solution to help my family in the end, basically, just because of some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's for sure. I will be as safe as I can and as educated as I can and make sure that I'm prepared for if something happens that I don't want to have happen, I'm ready for it. As ready as we can, anyway. So, good luck. I hope some people are making some decent money, and I hope you're using that money for good things. And going forward, I hope that we continue to do this. And I think the world is about to really change. And I think that we have a big say in that. The best way to vote is where we spend our money. Because it doesn't matter what country you live in. We can all vote together that way and change the planet. So, good luck, everybody. Love ya. Bye.